Yes, for sure. We was getting off the field, was doing a good job stopping the run. Unfortunately, the big plays that they did have resulted in touchdowns. So, going into next week, getting ready for Monday, we watch the film and all that. We just have to find a way to make sure we capitalize on the situation, whether that's better communication, being ahead of the emotions of plays like that. But man, for the most part, our defense, we did a really good job.
What gives you reason to be encouraged by this team overall?
Mainly because we believe in ourselves. We're not worried about what the outside world says. We're not worried about what the expectations are outside our building. We know the work we put in. We feel comfortable, confident, ready to play against whoever we line up against, and that's really why we come out and play the way that we play.
CJ, the defense did an outstanding job in the first half. Did they make any adjustments in the second half?
Honestly, I don't feel like they did. A lot of stuff that they did in the first half, I felt like we saw in the second half. We felt like we had a good beat on what they were trying to do. They were fortunate enough. Firstly, that first touchdown that Lamar threw, man, that was just a great throw and cover one, great catch. On the second one, I think we had a little mix up, on the back end. So that goes back to our communication. So we just have to try to be perfect every time we have any kind of communication, some kind of shift in motion. So it's a tough burden, but that's what we have to try to do to try to make those type of plays to get off the field.
CJ, Lamar gets a lot of criticism for not being able to beat teams with his arm. He runs around. He didn't really do that. He had maybe 1 third down conversion with his legs. I mean, how good was he with his arm today?
He made the throws he needed to make. And the receivers made the catches that they needed to. That's what it comes down to sometimes. When it's stalemates and it's back and forth, somebody has to make the play. Fortunate for them, they was there to make those plays.
Fans will look at this game and say, we've seen this movie before. I wonder if you could respond to that and just present why it might not be the same movie.
Kind of like what I said earlier, man. We can't base our season. We can't base everything that we've done just off one game. We believe, what we have here is special. We believe in our draft picks that we got. We believe in the guys that came here willingly, and we have to make that work. And we're the only ones that can do that.
Coach said it was execution today, not effort. Do you agree with him?
I do agree with that. It was a lot of plays we left out there, offense, defense, and special teams. As far as communication issues, little things like that, special teams. Offense, obviously, we got to score the ball when we get in the red zone. So when you play these type of teams, when you play the playoff caliber teams, Super Bowl caliber teams, veteran teams with great coaching, it always comes down to execution, and effort. So sometimes you might get a little bit one or the other, but 9 times out of 10, you got to execute at the end of the game.
Talking to some of your teammates, they said that you guys have the men here to turn this thing around, to get where you guys want to get. Do you believe that? I
believe that every day I walk in the building, every day I wake up a Jet. So I never have any doubt on the men that we have here and what we can do. But like I said before, it's up to us to make that real life. It's hard to really see it and grasp it when you're in this league, in this business, because the window's so small to be precise and to get to the playoffs and to win. So it takes a lot of believing and not seeing. So we have to make sure that we are doing our parts every single day to try to make that happen.